My friends, if your life feels too loud and too busy to even hear your own thoughts, if this season has you moving so fast that your soul hasn't had a chance to catch up, then this quiet video might be the reset your heart's been needing. By the end of the video, it's my hope, and it's simple, is that you feel like you can breathe again. We don't always talk about it, but a lot of us are living with a kind of noise that never really turns off. Not just all of the noise around us, phones buzzing, kids needing things, emails stacking up, but the noise inside of us. The pressure to get everything done, the expectation to keep going, the worry we try to outrun, the stress we're not sure how to name. Those moments when somebody asks you, "Hey, how are you?" and you automatically say something like, "I'm fine," even when you're not. Or when you finally crawl into bed, you grab your phone just to check a couple things, one more thing, and then suddenly 20, 30 minutes are gone. You don't feel rested, you feel all up. That's the kind of noise I'm talking about. And especially in this season, when life is supposed to be peaceful and joyful. But a lot of us feel more overwhelmed than ever. If that's you right now, you're not falling behind. You're not failing. You're human. And I'm really glad you're here because I think you're in the right place. This week in our Pastor Reacts video, we watched a scene from an amazing movie about Mr. Rogers called A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. And in this scene, Mr. Rogers gave someone a full minute of silence. And what struck me most wasn't just the silence itself, it was how uncomfortable quiet can be for us. When life has been loud for a long time, quiet can feel, it feels really unfamiliar. It can even feel a little bit scary because suddenly there's room for the thoughts and the feelings we've been outrunning to try to catch up, and all these things catch up to us. But maybe that discomfort is actually a sign of how deeply we need to quiet ourselves in a world that never stops talking loudly. The God who loves you still prefers a whisper. And I think this, most of us underestimate how much noise we carry. Not just notifications and schedules and all that, the noise in our own hearts. We think things like, I should be doing more, or why can't I keep up, or I don't want to let anybody down, or everyone else seems to have it all together. And sometimes the loudest part of our life, it's not even the world around us. It's that voice inside of our own soul, our own head. And Jesus knows this about you. He doesn't meet you with more pressure. Jesus meets you with presence. One of the most surprising things about Jesus' life is how often he withdrew to quiet places. He could have filled every single minute healing people, teaching people, meeting needs, fixing problems. But over and over again in the Gospels, you see these lines. You see things like Jesus went off to a solitary place to pray, or he withdrew to a lonely place, or early in the morning, he went out to a quiet place. Quiet wasn't an escape for Jesus. It was alignment. It was where he remembered who he was and who his Father was. So if Jesus, the most grounded, centered human who ever lived, right? If he needed quiet, maybe that's permission for you to need it too. So when we slow down long enough to breathe, we begin to notice things. Notice things maybe we've been running from, like the exhaustion we never admitted, emotions maybe we just pushed aside, the desire that we need for connection, the longing for rest, that ache inside of us to be fully loved without having to hold everything together all the time. You see, quiet doesn't expose you to shame. Quiet exposes you to grace. Because in the quiet, God's voice doesn't sound like condemnation. It sounds like kindness. The quiet is where we finally stop performing long enough for God to love us right as we actually are. So instead of giving you some long list of things to do, I just wanted to give you something that helped me. And it's pretty funny. You can do it in the car. You can do it at your desk. You can do it lying in your bed. You can do it standing in line at Walmart. Let's walk through it together. So the first thing is this. I want you to close your fist and I want you to notice, close your fist hard and notice the things that you've been carrying and ask yourself, what am I holding on to right now? Close your fist hard too, as hard as you can. Is it stress, fear, pressure, maybe a conversation that didn't go well, a worry about someone you love? My friend, you don't have to fix it all. You don't have to judge it. You just have to be honest with yourself and with God about what's here. Now, what I want you to do is open your hand and turn it over and release it. And as you breathe out, imagine dropping that stress. And if you're comfortable with it, you might whisper something like, Jesus, I'm handing this over to you. Like you're just leaving it and releasing it to him. And then what I want you to do is to gently turn your palm up. And this is like a symbol of receiving. Breathe in slowly. And just receive what you need most from God right now. Peace or strength or calmness within yourself or a reminder that you're not alone. And if words help you, you could whisper something like, Lord, I receive your peace. These three things, these three hand motions, three breaths. Notice, release, receive. That's it. You can do it anywhere. You don't have to get it perfectly. But every time you do those three hand motions, you're practicing what Jesus did when he would slip away to a quiet place, when he would step out of the noise and he would step back into God's love, something that is already holding you. You're not a machine God expects to keep running and running and running. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to earn Sabbath. You don't have to prove yourself worthy somehow to have peace. You are already a person Jesus deeply loves. And he meets you just as gently in the quiet as he does in those big emotional moments. You matter. Your heart matters. Your rest matters. If this helped you breathe again, even just a little bit, I would be very honored to keep walking with you through this whole busy season. I want to help you feel like faith is lighter and life can be simpler. And if that sounds like something your heart really needs, hit the subscribe button so we can stay connected. Also, be sure to watch the video of that Mr. Rogers scene. Just remember, you're not alone. And I'm really glad you're here. Always remember, my friend, that God loves you. So do I.